Morning, I just thought I'd come on while I am doing the washing, and I hope you don't fall off at door because I've got one of them suction things on my phone. So I wanted to come on and do a little live about confidence. So it's the truth about confidence, and it's not what you would think it is. So as women, I mean as people in general, but my audience is generally women. So as women, what we do is we make the mistake of feeling, in fact I've gone one step ahead, let me go back to the start. So the truth about confidence. So the thing about confidence is we're not born with it. I know that sometimes children are more confident than others. I've got two, and one of them is really confident and the other one isn't particularly confident. Now what happens as kids is we are born as blank canvases, so that's more like a personality, you know, how you are personality wise rather than confidence, because we're all born as a blank canvas. When we're born, we don't have anybody saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. We've not kind of seen things happen in society whereby we think, oh God, we're not going to do that because we might fail at it. So we don't know that there's nothing we can't do as a child. But obviously, as you get older, people might say to you, oh, you can't do that, or you're sliding down the blooming door. You can't do that, or, you know, you shouldn't do that because that might happen, or whatever. And that... that can then stop us from doing things and think, oh my God, no, I can't do that or I shouldn't do that. But with the mistake that we make as women, like I say, other people make it as well, not just women, but because my audience is women, the mistake that we make is we feel like we've got to wait until we have the confidence before we do something. And that isn't the case at all. We've got to do that thing in order to get the confidence, which I know sounds really, really backwards, but confidence isn't something that just appears overnight. You know, you're not going to sit there and think, I'll wait till I'm confident, because what's going to happen to make you confident to do the thing that you're not confident about doing? So it's a difficult one, because like I say, you think like for example with me with lives. A couple of years ago, I were like, oh my God, I really should do lives for my business, get myself out there so people can see what I'm doing, but I'm scared to death of doing lives. What will people think? You know, what if the kids' friends are watching, or what if other people that I know are watching and thinking, what is she doing? Or, you know, why is she on lives? And I were ages and ages, and I am quite a confident person, but I were ages and ages trying to, you know, get myself up to doing it. And in the end, I just had to think, you know what, I'm going to have to do it because I don't have the confidence to do it, but what's going to happen that's going to make me confident to be able to do it? And the only thing that's going to happen to make you confident to do something is by doing it. You've just got to do the thing. There's a quote that says, feel the fear and do it anyway. It is scary, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. So for me, you know, I got to a stage 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, about 2020 when I were 40, where I felt like I were a little bit lost. I didn't really know who I was. Obviously, I do nails, I do holistic. I'm also a coach now, but I do holistic treatments and beauty treatments, and I absolutely love dealing with my customers. I love that they go out feeling better than what they did when they first came to me. But what I realised is I spent most of my days making sure that everybody else felt amazing, which, like I say, I absolutely love doing that. But I spend my days making sure that everybody else is feeling amazing, whether or not it's mentally, whether it's physically, that they're going out and they've had their nails done, or they've had their eyelashes done, or whatever it is. They'll be talking about maybe what they were doing, or I really shouldn't be folding my knickers shut on, you can see me. They were talking about what they did and the hobbies and things. And it were only at that point when I started kind of, I suppose, feeling a little bit like lost and didn't really know who I was, that when people would be talking about what they're doing and where they're going and the hobbies that they've got, and, you know, people say like, you know, would you like to do that? Or I literally had no idea at all what I wanted to do. No idea. I was like, I don't have a clue what I like. I don't know what my hobbies are anymore. I don't know where, well, apart from Crete, I don't know where I want to go on holiday, because I go to Crete every single year. I didn't really know who I was, but I was in a position where I was a bit stuck, and I'm like, I don't know how to get out of this. And that was a lack of confidence, thinking, I don't know how, I know that I feel lost, I know that I feel stuck, I know that I feel totally consumed with being a mum, a wife, a business owner, a beauty therapist, but I don't know who I am anymore, but I don't have the confidence to even figure out who I am. How do I even do it? Where do I go? So it's at that point that I thought, I'm going to have to do something about it. I'm just going to have to kind of feel the fear and do it anyway, because I haven't got the confidence. But if I sit here and think about, oh my God, I feel lost, I feel stuck, I feel whatever, confidence ain't just going to appear like that. And all of a sudden I'm going to wake up one day thinking, oh, I've got confidence now to go figure out what it is I want to do. So that is what I mean when I say sometimes you've got to do it. You've just got to do it. And it is scary. But then a girl who I know, Jess, had said this morning when she watched my live that I did on Instagram, you know, the feeling that you get when you do something and you get that feeling of, oh my God, I've actually done it. And then the confidence comes after. So what I want you to do is, if you are feeling like you want to do something, but you don't have the confidence to do it, I want you to use a little trick called act as if trick. And basically what it is you are acting as if you had the confidence to do something, which I know sounds backwards because you haven't got the confidence. But the thing with our minds is we don't know the difference between reality and what we're thinking. So if you tell yourself, I'm just going to do whatever it is and I'm going to act as if I've got the confidence. So you're telling your mind you've got the confidence to do it. It will be scary because it's something that's either unknown or something that's making you a little bit frightened. And when there's any kind of change happening, we do get that feeling coming up, that frightening feeling. And all it is it's your brain trying to keep you safe. As in, this is new, you don't know what's going to happen. What if you fail? What if you do whatever? What if you do whatever? And his brain is designed to keep us safe. So back in like the days of like when you had to hunt for food and, you know, cavemen days kind of things, as mind was there to keep us alive. And it's still doing the same thing, but obviously it's not, if we do something, if I jump on Facebook and do a live, I'm not going to die, you know, nothing serious is going to happen because I do a Facebook live. Whereas years ago, our brains were working for us and thinking, right, we have literally got to survive, so we're going to get eaten by a bloody tiger, or is this going to happen, or is this going to happen? So that fear that came up before was kind of justifiable because it was, are we going to actually survive? Or, you know, nowadays it's not that. We are going to survive, but as brain's still working as it should be to try and keep us safe. So I want you to act as if today, I want you to get yourself that confidence and act as if, and just think, if I were to do whatever it was that I'm scared of, I just want to pretend to myself, I want to act as if I would, you know, act as if I've got the confidence. So if that's you and you think, oh my God, I've been wanting to do that, I just don't have the confidence, I want you to think about one thing that you would do today. So first step is one thing that you would do today. If you had the confidence, what would it be that you'd do? And I want you to let me know in the comments. And if that's as far as you can go today, then that's absolutely fine. Don't you hate it when you end up with white socks in a dark wash? It's probably in some of his tracksuit bottoms or something. Anyway, I digress. So I want you to think about, even if that's the first step that you can do, if you don't feel confident enough to go ahead and do whatever it is that you're scared about still, just think to yourself, even write it down. If you had the confidence, what would you do? Use that as your first step. If you then feel like you can go a little bit further, I want you to then act as if, and just think, I am going to act as if I've got this confidence and I'm going to do whatever it is that is in my mind that I'm feeling scared about. I'm going to just go do it. So let me know whether or not there's something that you are scared to do. And I want you to commit to yourself today that even if the first step is, what would I do? If I had the confidence, what would I do? That's your first step. Even if you can commit to that. If you feel like you can go a little bit further and you feel like you can actually act as if and go do it, then go do that, and you will feel a massive, massive difference. So obviously this is a live, so I know it disappears, so I'm going to upload it as a video because I think it might be quite helpful for people, and then people can come back and obviously say whether or not they've done something, or whether they've just acted as if, or whether they've just kind of said to themselves, I would do this kind of thing. And that's all you need to do. It's the little tiny things that I say all the time. It's not about the big life-changing things. It's the tiny, tiny little things that make a massive difference over time. So even today, if you just think about what it would be that you'd do if you have the confidence, you've already moved one step further than you were before you watched this live. So go away and do it and let me know. And when I re-put this back up, let me know whether or not you've done it.